So before you get to Long Lac, there's this nice little rest area with a big parking lot. Looks like there's some bathrooms, and I think there's also car charging stations. So that's cool, and there's a pretty view of a lake. So the fill station is not on the map here, but it is right past the park entrance on the right hand side, and then the dump station is right beside it, and then the garbage is kind of on your way through the dump station lane.
Welcome back to Camping with the Girls.
For our second park of our 11-day trip, we are at MacLeod Provincial Park for one night. Come with us to explore this different park. MacLeod is on Kenogamisus Lake and has 121 sites. Campground A has sites 1 to 41 and is electric and non-electric. It also has one group site. Campground B has sites 42 to 120 and is all non-electric. There is one amphitheater, one boat launch, one fish cleaning station, and one trailer dump and fill station. There is one trail called the MacLeod Trail. It is 1 kilometer, rated easy. We are site number 7 in Campground A. We have a really long driveway on our site, and it's a decent size, but it's pretty skinny, and it is definitely wide open, but we don't have neighbors. We have neighbors on that side, and you can see them a bit, but our trailer's blocking most of it, and they are seasonal. So we have a random fire pit sitting right there. We have this crumbling one, but again, it's a fire ban, so we can't use it. And we just have this area. So, you may have realized in the intro, I said different. Well, because this park is different. Right away, driving into this park, we kind of drove around, just looking at all the sites, and it kind of looks like a rundown trailer park, unfortunately. So, while we are here, I'm going to show you guys why it looks like a rundown trailer park, and just all the things that they could definitely fix. Well, first things first is the sites surrounding our site. Well, there's site posts everywhere. they're kind of just in random spots. You can't really tell one site from another. There are multiple fire pits just scattered around. Some are like normal Provincial Park fire pits. Some are just like a cemented square in the ground that are crumbling. Some are circles of cement in the ground. I think I've even seen some made out of rocks. So many different fire pits all scattered around. It looks like there's like a couple per site. Some that we've seen driving around, some sites didn't even have fire pits. And yeah, the site posts are all over. Same with the picnic tables. And yeah, you can't tell one site from another. So an example is here's site number 3. It's a long driveway. We have a picnic table, a fire pit. Here's another picnic table. Then we have another site post along this long driveway. And look at that, we have another one. And we have another fire pit. Well, here's another fire pit. And another fire pit. And another picnic table. Another site post down there. Again, along this another long driveway. We kind of have 2 fire pits on our site. One's just kind of sitting here. And then this is our fire pit. It's crumbling. So it may be hard to tell on camera unless you're actually here. But basically there's like 3 or 4 long driveways. And then they have like 3 site posts along each driveway. And like 4 fire pits on each driveway. Everything's just kind of thrown here, and again, you cannot tell site to site or what picnic table or what fire pit belongs to your site. Also, another problem, you look at the maps online and they only show the campgrounds. They don't show like a playground, a beach, an amphitheater. It just shows the campgrounds, and there's not a lot of signage in here, and the signage that is here, a lot of it is really old and kind of fallen into the bush. So it's kind of hard to find stuff that you're looking for while staying here. Now, we did try to look for some waterfront sites here. However, they're all non-electric, which yes, we could use our battery so that we could be on like off-grid, but they are basically all of them are taken up by seasonals, and they are wide open. So yes, there are a lot of seasonals here. Almost every site that is taken up here is a seasonal. So not only are some sites missing fire pits, but some are also missing picnic tables. Also online, for some sites, it will say they have no hydro, but then you get here and they do have hydro, or vice versa. So, I don't know, it's all very confusing.
There are 10-foot tours throughout the park. They are old and they are not flush toilets, but they're clean and not smelly. I rate this a 6.5 out of 10.
Something that we noticed online is when you go to book for Campground B, it shows for the icons, it shows the electric and the non-electric symbol. But then when you click on the campground to go find your site, it's all non-electric. So that can get confusing. We think that maybe Campground B was electric and non-electric at one time, and now it's all non-electric, and it just has not been updated online.
Let's check out Campground A.
is the group site, and it has water and hydro. The trailhead is right beside the group sites, and then there's also some vault toilets beside the group sites. If you like paddling and privacy, then Site 38 is for you. I would say this is the most private and has nice waterfront with some stairs down to the water over there. And it's actually like secluded. There's only one other site plus the group site down here, so.
Let's check out Campground B.
I just want to say another thing that could be fixed is sites like these. There are a bunch of them where they are completely overgrown and definitely need a lawnmower taken to them and a weed whacker. Even like the edges of lots of sites are like this, where they're just completely overgrown. And then people that are going to stay on these are going to be walking in very long grass and stuff. So some of the sites have these signs on them saying open to sell seasonal campsite. You can definitely tell they are outdated because it says 2025 and it is now July, almost August of 2026. Again, an overgrown site, but we have seen a few of them with this sign. Yeah, definitely stuff is not updated around here. Here is the amphitheater, and it is one like I've never seen. It has a whole fold over canopy and it is right on the water. So this is really cool. There is no seating, but it's a big stage and yeah, it's great. So the amphitheater definitely does not look in use anymore. The boards are pretty rotted on top, but the canopy system does look newer. So this definitely would have been a cool amphitheater at one point. So this is the Deus Beach. It's a pretty skinny beach, but it has nice sand in and out of the water, but there are reeds on both sides of you. So I would have to give this beach a 5 out of 10.
There is one playground located at the Deus Beach. You need to get me one for going down there. This park reminds me of Balsam and McGregor's playground. I rate it a 7.5 out of 10. Please.
So down at the day use area, it looks like there is like an abandoned snack shack. It has like windows where you would have grabbed your snacks, and it kind of has like a lineup thing, like with all the bars to make like your lines for people to line up. And then the amphitheater looks like they may have put on like a show or something there with like bands from like the town, and then have like the snack shack right beside. So it looks like this could have been like an area where the town put on like events. This building has the symbol on it for an old change room. However, it's looking like it's in pretty rough shape. Here is the boat launch. It is in Campground B. Right in there is the fish cleaning station, and right beside they have potable water. So we were talking to someone here, and they said that they have been staying here for 3 days now, and no one has ever been at the gatehouse for those 3 days, and they've been coming here for 30 years, and it's always been like that. I guess people just don't work at the gatehouse, and you can tell like no one really comes and looks after this place, or like works here all the time, because everything's overgrown, and there's lots of cans and garbage everywhere that I've seen, so it's definitely not looked after or picked up. Like, they don't pick up the garbage or anything, so it seems like no one really comes and works here. Like, we have not seen any workers around or at the gatehouse, or like driving around in the trucks or cleaning the vault toilets. No one. So we are headed on the Towering Aspen Nature Trail. Online it is just called the MacLeod Trail. It is 1 kilometer, rated easy.
We've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. We ain't getting any older. I kinda feel a little younger.
So far, just like the rest of the park, this trail is overgrown.
Run away and embrace the day. The sun is out, won't go away. Feel the clouds on your shoulder. Touch the sky, feeling bolder. Going out, going all the way. Going high, 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 high. Going out, going all the way. Going high, high, high. Going all the way, going up. Going all the way, going up. Going all the way, going high, high. Break the mold, then press repeat. Get 'em up on the edge of their seats. Set your aim a little higher. We're gonna go there. Going out, going all the way. Going high, 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 high. Going out, going all the way. Going high, high, high. Going all the way, going up. Going all the way, going up. Going all the way, going high, high, high. We've been waiting for so long.
So this park is a great park. It just needs maintained. Like, they have a wood yard. How are you supposed to buy wood? There's no one here. Or like there's merch in the park store, but no one's here. The dump station says like you can use it from like 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. There's no one here to enforce that. If someone gets hurt, there's no one here to help. It's just no one here. But if people actually showed up and some money was put into this park, it could be a great park. Also, I just want to say we cannot use one of our multiple fire pits, unfortunately, because there is a fire ban here. So apparently why there is 0 park staff here right now is because they are all volunteer firefighters and are up north helping with the forest fires right now and creating lunch kits for them. And apparently all the workers here actually have like seasonal sites with their trailer on it, so they all stay in the park in their trailer. But yeah, right now none of them are here because they're out helping with the fires. But it sounds like even when they are here, they're not like keeping up with the maintenance a lot. Like they'll work in the front office and stuff, but they're still not like around as much as like other provincial parks where you see all the staff like constantly working. So they'll be like in the front like gatehouse area, but they're not like, you know, everywhere all the time, and like, you know, you don't go around the park and always see staff. So I think most of the staff here work at like the gatehouse and do a bit of maintenance, but this park definitely should be kept up more and should have more maintenance done to it, just so that they can kind of save the park and make it a better park and get more visitors here to make more money to put into the park. There are 2 comfort stations with showers, 1 in each campground. So this comfort station building is definitely super tiny. The one in the other campground is a bit bigger, but has the same amenities. And well, I thought Esker had an old comfort station. Yeah, this one is like a wood shack. Completely different layout, completely different style of showers and bathrooms than any other ones I've seen. So these are definitely old and need an upgrade. However, they're very clean and not smelly, and the showers look okay. Like, I think I'd use them. So yeah, definitely not like any other I have seen. They're very tiny, very old, but they're okay. There are only 2 toilets and then 1 shower and 1 wheelchair shower. So this one's definitely older than the Esker Lakes one, but the Esker Lakes one I was grossed out in. This one I'm not really grossed out in. Like it's really clean and it looks more appealing on the inside. Esker Lakes was like dirty and it had gross showers. So I would have to give this comfort station a 4 out of 10. I'm not sure what I rated Esker, but I feel like a 4 out of 10 is appropriate for this comfort station. I don't know if Esker was a higher or lower rating, but I feel like it may have been a bit higher just because it looks like a comfort station. This looks like an abandoned shack. So it's about 8:20 now and the bugs just started to get really bad, so we're gonna head in for the night. And we can't have a fire anyway, so. Alright, so it is Monday morning around 8:45 and we are all packed up and we are going to leave this park very soon to head to the next. But we got thinking this park still isn't normal because they don't even have student like helpers here or like to like do discovery programs and keep up with the maintenance, because there are no workers right now here because they're up helping with fires, but the student workers wouldn't be up helping with fires, so that means that there is none, so it's still not normal.
We are here with the MacLeod Provincial Park Review.
So, first off, MacLeod is named after an abandoned gold mine.
Mm-hmm.
It was really close to the park, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This park was interesting. Yeah, it was like no other park we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we kind of thought an abandoned trailer park.
Very.
No staff there.
They're
Apparently they were up helping with fires.
like making lunches for the firefighters.
Yeah, for all the forest fires up north. However, that must mean they don't even have student workers there. Because they wouldn't be up helping with the fires. So yeah, it must only be a few people and they're maybe up with the fires. But apparently they all stay in their own trailers on seasonal sites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some of the sites like aren't maintained.
Like really long grass.
Yeah, way
like
overgrown.
Mm-hmm.
There are fire pits that are crumbling. There are fire pits.
They're just
literally
anywhere. Like there's fire pits like this, some the same, and then another one just on your site. Like
yeah,
there's
we
a ton.
had 2 on our site, and then there were other sites that had multiple in our area. Same with picnic tables, and some sites were missing picnic tables and fire pits.
Mm-hmm.
And in our section, you couldn't really tell a site from another.
Yeah, because it's like all together.
Yeah. One thing we noticed last year at Ivanhoe was the pine beetles, and well, we've seen them at MacLeod,
and I do not like them.
They're massive, and they fly at you, and they bite you, and they really hurt and sting, and all of that.
Yeah. So I just don't want to get near them.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I always check my chair before sitting down.
Yeah. The mosquitoes weren't too bad at the site. However, go to the trail and they're super bad.
Mm-hmm.
The trail is definitely overgrown in some spots.
Yeah.
A lot of the park has overgrown sections.
Mm-hmm.
Like the full toilets and the comfort stations are kept clean, but I also think that's because not a lot of people go there.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
And once in a while, apparently they'll come around and they'll clean it, but not a ton.
Yeah, like it just seems like maybe the park staff are like absent and don't really do anything about the park. Like apparently they're in the park store sometimes running it,
but not much.
Yeah. The signage there was very old, and some of the signs were fallen into the bush.
Like a stop sign.
Signs, yep. But the site posts were brand new.
And the park was good.
Yeah, talk about the park.
It was awesome. So it was like a pirate ship. It had a really steep slide. I've never seen this before. Like there's a hole in it, and then you have to go down these tires. I got stuck in there.
Yeah.
It's very tight.
So again, with the park like not really having any maintenance, I did see like lots of trash around. So again, not really any maintenance.
Yeah. But I loved it though. So.
Yeah. The seasonal sites did have water hookup, so that was cool. And a plus, I feel like the seasonals are there for the fishing. Fishing is great around there, and
there's not much you can't.
Yeah, there's nothing else
like
to do
the swimming, not good. Like nothing.
Yeah. There were some pretty waterfront sites, but not that private, and they're all taken up by the seasonal.
Yeah.
So we tried to get one, but we obviously couldn't. There was some reception there, not the best, but it also wasn't SOS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like the facility's pretty clean, but definitely need to upgrade. The comfort station looked like a shack in the woods.
Yeah, I was not using that.
It did not look like a comfort station.
I was not using that.
Yeah. The whole park was just a really weird setup. Really weird sites, really weird layout.
Yeah.
There was like an abandoned snack shack at the day use area. The swimming there, very tiny, not great swimming. It has lots of reeds around it. The amphitheater was cool. It looked like it had a brand new canopy over it. However, the stage itself was very rotten.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's not much here, and it's a very weird layout, and about the weirdest park we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it is the weirdest I've ever seen. Like,
yeah, it is. I've never seen a park like it. Like, we got there, and it was just like, there's no one here. It's a weird layout. Everything was just weird about it and different.
Yeah.
So now comes to our rating. Yeah, we were thinking a 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Unless you're into fishing, there's not. I mean, we went there. We knew that there wasn't going to be much, but we like to get our sticker and go there. We're not big big fishermen. So, like, if you're into fishing, I think that's why people go there. That's why people have seasonal sites.
Then there's nothing else that people would
there's
be.
nothing else. So, 4 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 out of 10 it is. Yep. And we will see you guys next time at White Lake Provincial Park.
Bye.